Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. As you probably already know, every now and then we do question and answer sessions just so that you stay connected to me and so that you can know as much about me as I am comfortable sharing. So this time around, I asked a few people WhatsApp contacts. I didn't come to YouTube, I didn't come to go to Instagram or TikTok. I asked a few contacts on WhatsApp what they would love to know about me, and then I will be giving answers to their questions. So I feel like this is going to be one of the juiciest question and answer sessions that we have had, because the questions are should I say challenging? The questions are challenging, some are a bit tricky, but I will try to be as truthful as possible in answering all the questions. Okay, so I have my Jotto right here, and that is what I will use to answer the questions. So I have my pencil as well. When we get through one, we tick it. Okay, so where do we start from? Question number 1. Can I get a drum roll, please? Okay, I'm ready. All right. Question number 1. Would you give up building family for career? That is an interesting question. I honestly don't want to give a straight yes or a straight no to this question because it's a little bit tricky. But before we go deep into it, I would just love to make it clear that I believe that the reason why people work so hard, the reason why people want to build a successful career is just so that they can take care of the people that they love, just so that they can love the people that show love, express love to the people that they love in diverse ways, and make the people that they love comfortable. So I feel like the purpose of a successful career most of the times is to make the people that you love comfortable. So I wouldn't say I would give up building a family for a career if along the way of building a career it happens that I come across someone whom I believe I can build a beautiful, happy, loving family with. I'm definitely going for it. So what I would say is that if you are in the process of building your career and you meet someone whom you think you can take that journey with, it's just going to make the journey more and more beautiful. So you go for it. But if it happens that as you are building your career, you don't find somebody or you don't find somebody worthy, continue building your career. It's all right. It's okay. Not, I don't believe that everybody will end up in a happy marriage, that everybody will end up building a beautiful family. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. So just be ready to face the good and the bad. And I think that it is when you live with that freedom, when you are not haunted by the fears of not ending up in a happy home, that you can make better decisions concerning that. So when you're always haunted by the fear of staying alone or not ending up that beautiful wife, that loving husband, or that sweet mother in a perfect idea of a family, that is when you end up making errors. So I don't think that I would give up building a family for a career. So along the way, building my career, if I get somebody whom I think is worthy, whom I think can support that career, because I I get very rough around the edges when I am not being productive, when I'm not doing what I love, and I love the life that I try to build around my career. So if I'm not doing that, I will not be a happy human being. If I find a human being who can support that vision, who can take that journey with me, I'm definitely going to build a family with them. So that, I hope that I answered that question effectively. And then I tick. Okay, next. I feel like I've already answered this next question so many times, yet I keep getting the question over and over again. What is your type of guy? Okay, since you guys are going to go on asking me this over and over again, I'll just go on answering it over and over again. I am attracted to a leader. I'm attracted to intelligent men. I'm sapiosexual, so yeah. I am attracted to someone who is accountable, responsible, accountable. Yes. And something also that is very important is I am attracted to someone who believes in God. Someone who doesn't just believe that God exists, but knows that God is an ultimate part of their day-to-day lives. Because as I said, I'm attracted to intelligent people, and my Bible says that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So those are the type of things that I'm attracted to in a guy. Of course, other things will come like financial stability, fitness, all of those things. Yes, they are important, but I feel like when the fundamental ones are there, all the other things are going to follow. So an intelligent, God-fearing, accountable, responsible, loving young man would definitely have money come his way. I actually believe that. I totally believe that. So yeah, that is my type of guy. I hope I summarized it. I'm not going to go deep into detail concerning this question again because I feel like we have done it over and over again, and I'm not doing it again. So that is it. That is it on that question. Next question. What's the habit you're most grateful you learned? Okay. That is an interesting question. That is an interesting question. Habit number one that I'm most grateful that I learned is reading, diverse reading. I didn't grow up doing that, as my faithful subscribers would already know. I didn't grow up reading, but I learned to read. I learned to do diverse reading, and I fell in love with it. So I happen to read a lot, and I think that that has contributed to transforming my life a lot, and that has taken the place of so many distractions in my life. So I'm so grateful that I learned to read, because it just went on to transform many other aspects of my life. Okay, so at the point where, if no matter what sort of a problem you come to me with, no matter what I tell you, I'm definitely going to finish or wrap it up with, go and read this book, or you should try reading about it, something of that sort. So that is where I am at. Yeah, at this point, I'm so grateful for reading. And another habit that I'm grateful for is working out. Yeah, it's definitely working out. I feel like that time that I spend in the gym does me so much good, and it's definitely just not a feeling. It's reality. It's the truth. It's I'm not just convinced because of some imagination that doesn't exist, but I feel like it is actually very true. I feel healthier, I feel happier, I feel more at peace, I feel more relaxed. It's just so beautiful. I remember recently I told a friend, I told a friend, like, thank you so much for not giving up on having me take my, should I say, my working out seriously, because this person put a lot of energy into making sure that I stayed consistent to working out. And I was like, I didn't actually point it out as the workout. I sounded more like meeting you, getting to know you, being closer to you has made me a better, a happier human being, and I'm really so grateful for that. And this person was like, no, it's not me. And I was like, what do you mean by it's not you? And they were like, it's not me. And I was like, it's you. I'm telling you, it's you. I'm telling you something that I truly believe you did, and I'm really so emotional right now. And then what do you mean? Like, just take the compliments, just accept some gratitude from me. And they're like, no, it's not me, it's the weight. And we all just burst out laughing, because yeah, it's definitely the weight. Lifting weights does me a lot of good, and I think if you are planning to start doing something new, you should work out, not necessarily lift weights. Do something, just exercise your body, pick something that you would enjoy doing and start. It's, I promise you, the most difficult part is starting. after you've started, it goes on well, and I'm sure, I'm really convinced that you are going to have a nice time doing it. So yeah, it's reading and it is working out. Okay, so I take that question. Now another interesting question. Okay, this one says, how do you handle drama or gossip from friends? Drama or gossip from friends. First of all, there isn't a lot of drama and gossip around me. And why is that so? I don't make room for it. I don't make room for drama. I do not make room for gossip. Because these things usually thrive in our lives depending on how much attention we give to them. So I usually just ignore when drama comes up. I just ignore you. I'm good at ignoring people. I just ignore you. I just act as if I can't see you, as if you do not exist. And if it gets to gossip and it comes back to me, which will be very difficult because I will hardly sit with people to talk about other people, so it's really hard that the gossip gets back to me unless we are extremely close. And people with whom I am extremely close, of course they are not many, so, and most of them are also uninterested in gossip, so it's difficult that it gets to me. But if by some means it does get to me and it's something that is really offensive, or something that I feel like I would be jeopardizing my safety or my security by being around such a person, I simply cut them off. I've really become so disturbingly good at cutting people off that sometimes I'm worried, but honestly, I'm not looking to change that anytime soon. So I simply cut them off. And to be honest, what usually keeps me at peace is that if I am able to cut this person off, no matter how close we have been, no matter how long we have known each other, and I do not lose a night of sleep over it, then what you probably did deserved that reaction. So yeah, I have become good at ignoring and cutting people off. There is just no room for drama in my life, and I try to mind my business. And that's the thing. Someone once said the only reason why people cannot mind their business is, first of all, they don't have any mind, and second of all, they do not have any business. I've got mine, I've got business, so I'm definitely going to mind my business. And minding your business makes very little room for drama, very little room for gossip, so you wouldn't find much of that in my life. So yeah, people definitely gossip about me, people definitely say things behind my back, people this, people that, but really I'm in my own world, in my own space. I've created my own ecosystem that is stable, and I have my own peace inside, and I really don't care about all of that is happening out there. So that is how I handle drama and friends gossiping about me. Okay, okay, this one's got me cracking up already. It says, what about a man turns you on? Isn't that like related to what is my type of guy? Wait, what about a man turns you on? Oh, okay, I think this should be like the physical aspects of it, I want to believe. The physical aspects of a man that turned me on. That is interesting. I would say, first of all, I like guys that are well. Okay, so physically, I am attracted to a guy who is well built, well built. But honestly, it's difficult to answer this question because I end up being attracted to guys based on what I hear from them. So I feel like after conversing with the person for a short period of time, you have an idea what their mindset is like, and that is what usually attracts me or just pushes me away from them. So it's difficult to talk about the physical aspects, but I think I love a guy that is well built. I honestly prefer dark guys. A neat guy, of course. I love guys who are neat. I don't know whether your hair is shaved, whether it is plaited, it should be neat. And I definitely, definitely love guys that smell good. I don't joke with that. Like, I'm attracted to a guy who smells good. Yeah. So I think that is it. One thing that I think I should mention that is funny should be the fact that height really isn't a big deal to me. Like, I see a lot of people make a fuss about height, and I'm like, I don't get it. What's happening? I just can't relate. Height isn't such a big deal to me. So I don't know. Let me know if height is a big deal to you. Okay, okay. Before we go ahead, I'm going to do one lie and two truths just so that you can guess what is the truth in the comment section. So, number one, I cook pretty well. I cook pretty well. Number two, I have had my heart broken twice. Number three, I love riding bicycles. I love riding bicycles. So let me know in the comment section which is the lie. Okay, let's go on. Okay, I tick this. What do we have left? Do you intend to retire before 60? Definitely, I intend to retire before 60. I intend to take a paid job, like earn a salary, um, for a certain period of my life, not too long though, but I really do intend to retire early so that I can fully focus on my business, so that I can fully mind my business. And that is the idea of the path that I would love to follow. So retiring early means that I would stop going to that job where I get paid a salary. Yes, but I will definitely continue to build a business, build an empire that try to make it as stable as possible, expand it, yeah, so that maybe generations after me can continue with. So I definitely intend to retire before 60. Okay, now this one, what is your take on feminism and gender equality? Okay, because today is Women's Day, International Women's Day. Uh, this is a topic that I hate engaging in. If I'm being honest, I hate talking about this because I feel like people just use it as a veil to want to justify things that are totally not okay, want to justify abuse, want to justify disrespect, and those are things that I don't know how to talk about or to converse, to communicate with people who try to do things like that. I don't have a nice time communicating with them. Let me not say that I don't know how to communicate with them. I just don't have a nice time doing it. Because I feel like we should stop talking about feminism and gender equality, because most of the times we end up making it repulsive to the other, should I say the other gender? Yeah, it's become so common that we I think we are drifting far away from what we are supposed to be shining the light on. We're supposed to be shining light on fundamental human values. It's very simple. Do unto others what you would have them do unto you. I don't want to identify as a feminist, but I just want to identify as someone who hates nonsense. I just want to identify as that. So if you know that you come to me and do something that you wouldn't want me doing to you, just know that I am going to react accordingly. And accordingly doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be violent. Accordingly doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to attack or retaliate with force. But just know that there are going to be consequences. I am a fully functional human being. I should have boundaries. I should have things that are not okay, that I'm not okay with if people do to me. And I have the responsibility of knowing that I should treat other people the way that I want them to treat me. So that is my take on that. I don't want to make it a gender thing. I just believe that human beings should respect human beings. Human beings should want for other human beings what they would want for themselves. When we talk about it like that, I think that any reasonable human being should be able to understand, be it a man or a human or a woman, any human being should be able to understand. When people start saying women should, men are, women, when we start trying to define it so much and define what women are, define what men are, we end up forgetting what humanity is. And that is bad. That is why I don't like getting into that conversation so much. So I just say that I don't want to identify as pro women or pro men or what. I'm just pro human. I'm really just pro human. So yeah, that is it for me. That is it. Okay. All right. This question says, have you ever experienced heartbreak? Yes, of course I've experienced heartbreak. I'm a human being. I'm a human being. I've experienced heartbreak, and I also believe that it is one of the most difficult things that you go through in life. Uh, Among other things, of course, loss of a loved one and stuff like that. I think heartbreak was one of the most difficult things that I have had to go through. Yet at some point you have to be thankful because it's life. It's just life happening the way life happens. Yeah, and you have to be thankful because you had the experience, you survived it, and as we say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So definitely yes, I've experienced heartbreak. Someone I really loved, not I didn't just love, I loved, trusted, and respected, let me down in a way that was really shocking. Yeah, and I don't think it was that part that hurt the most. It was the gaslighting after that that really hurt, because you have this situation where a person does wrong, and instead of just sitting down and admitting to themselves first of all and to the person whom they wronged that they did wrong, they try to run away from accountability as much as possible, that they end up not necessarily because they are really they're a villain or what, I don't know. I guess they just, the cost of accountability was just a little bit more than they were willing to pay, and then they gaslight you. They create this circumstance, they create this narrative where you did something wrong that pushed them to their actions. You get, it was what you did that pushed them to their actions, and they do that and make you feel bad. And the reason why that ends up being so painful is because the fact that you care about this person, that you love them so much, and that your mind, we change is uncomfortable. Your mind doesn't want to agree that this person did this. You're still running away from reality. So you're hoping that the person can maybe explain, justify their actions, and then they say that their actions are this thing that you did. And you're so quick to embrace that narrative so that you have a possibility at redemption, you have a chance at redemption, you have a chance of going back or fixing what it is that they said that you did wrong. So that was a bit of the scenario. And I guess that really just that just hurt so bad. That just hurt so bad. And when your eyes are finally clear, when you're done hurting, you realize they didn't just hurt me. They went on and gaslighted. Yeah, they went on and gaslighted, and they created this narrative which we both knew is not true. And I don't know if they had to convince themselves first of all before going on to convince our surroundings, or they just focused on convincing our surroundings, where meanwhile they knew very well that that wasn't the truth. And the thing about the best way to tell a lie is to hide it in the truth. So you pick one or two true facts. Yeah, you pick one or two facts, and then you link them up with some really disturbing lies. So it's hard to identify what the lie is. So that was the situation. And in as much as it was bad, I think that it made me a stronger, a tougher, a more really resilient person. And of course, of course, you're always going to meet better human beings. That is what is for sure. You're definitely going to meet better human beings, and you're going to be fine. That's what's for sure. You're going to be fine. Okay, that next question. What advice? This should be the last. This should be the last. This is getting too long. I can't go through all, so there may be or may not. I don't know. There may be a part 2 to this video. So the next is, what advice would you give your 15-year-old self? My 15-year-old self, I would just pamper her so much. I would just practice a lot of self-love. I would tell her that it's okay that she sometimes messes up in life, because she doesn't have a script to this. She hasn't gone through this before, and she's really just giving it her best, though sometimes her best is not enough. I would call my 15-year-old self sweetheart. I would call my 15-year-old self queen. I would call my 15-year-old self warrior. I would call my 15-year-old self God love it. So that is what I would do. I think I would just show more love to my 15-year-old self. I would just teach them to love, yeah, to love themselves so much. I think that would help them traverse the rest of their lives easily if they would just be more forgiving towards themselves, if they would just be more loving towards themselves, it will be a lot better. So that is it. That is it. Okay, okay. This it was an intense one, and I really hope that I was able to go through your questions. I answered them satisfactorily. And let me know what you think in the comments about each question. And if you want me to develop more, we can use that to build the next Q&A session. And let me know what the lie was in the 3 facts that I gave you. Let me know what the lie was. And until next time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you do not miss any of my videos. And until next time, bye.